Good evening, Chemlahyah. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Not bad at all.
Are you looking forward to fall coming up?
Yeah, kinda. I don't celebrate too much in the fall, but it actually does look beautiful outside in the fall. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Nice. You were in a movie called Drop the Beat with Imani Khuri, who was on the Retro podcast last season. And was this your first movie they got to work on, or did you do another project before this big film?
I've done a oh sorry about that. Yeah. I've done another project before, yes. But this one was a little bit more professional in a way. So I'd say this was my first feature film.
Nice. And what was your first project that you got to work on?
It was one called Survival Mode with Eric Trotter. It was an indie film, and it was a thriller about these group of gangs who end up going into a house, took everything, and long story short, they got caught and it wound up going bad. So
Yeah, I would like to watch that. Do you know where I could find it?
yeah, you can actually find it on Tubi TV. Survival Mode will be the name you'll see, starring Judah Spears, and Chemlahyah Israel will also be there as well. So it's you can find it on Tubi TV.
Got it. And where did you get your degree from? Did you go to acting school? Did you go to art school? Where did you get your degree from?
I actually do not have a degree in acting or anything. I basically just got into acting through doing acting classes online and some in person that were local to Columbus, Ohio. But other than that, I did not go to school for it.
Okay. And you live in the Columbus area, right?
Yes.
So have you done a lot of theater productions, like at the Ohio Theater or the Palace Theater in Ohio, or
I've attempted to audition in there, but never end up getting in. I've auditioned about like 3 or 4 times, but never actually made it through.
understood? Well, they always have the Nutcracker Ballet. I don't know if they're still doing it, but I definitely recommend you should apply for it because you would be really fantastic in it.
Thank you. Yeah, that stuff is exciting. I've auditioned many times. Yeah, many times, and the audition was fun. I enjoyed myself going through the audition. We got a few callbacks doing it, but I was more on the realistic side, as they say, film acting, which they gave me kudos for the acting, which is amazing. It was that it wasn't what they were looking for, and I was like, hey, cool. I went to train. Well, the audition was basically my training, and I enjoyed it. So auditioning, so I did.
Very cool, very cool. And for people who want to go into the acting world or who want to go into movies or theater or television for that matter, what is the best advice or any advice you would like to pass on to future actors?
If I say any advice, I know everyone's not spiritual. One, I first, if they were spiritual, for anybody, I'm talking to anybody spiritual or anybody believing in God, is to put God first in it and pray before making any decision. And second would just be being realistic in the acting. Don't actually act, but more of reacting when you're doing it. Step into the role and play yourself reacting to the situation, the scenario. Basically, you're doing what you would do if you were in that situation. Say someone's parents died in the film, you would show how you would react, even though you're in the character's shoes. But how would you react if your parents died? And that is, it wouldn't be acting; it'd be real. That's what I'd say.
Very well done. Yeah, so like using the inspiration that you felt. So like let's say if someone was playing an angry character, like you would think back to a time you were really angry at something, so you would let that pain become your inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
Very well done. You know, it's interesting because there's a movie that came out 5 years ago. I can't remember the name of it, but Dennis Quaid is in the movie, and he plays a abusive father, and his son wants to become. It's either singer or a country singer, and
Mhm.
the child abuse that the son goes through and that he experienced, his manager tells him, use that pain to be your inspiration. I can't remember the name of the movie. I
Mhm.
haven't surprisingly haven't seen it yet, but
Mhm. Wow. Yeah.
can't remember the name of the movie. But it'll come. It'll come soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I remember. I Can Only Imagine. That's the name of the movie.
I can only imagine.
Yeah,
Huh. I haven't seen. I'll definitely have to look that up later. That's sounds really good.
yeah. It's made by the same group that did Mom's Night Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyhow, we have one more question to wrap up the interview. And what was your favorite retro product growing up as a kid or early teen?
Retro product.
Could be anything. It could be a board game, action figure, video game, film, television show, anything retro related. It could even be the
My
early 2000s.
that's well, I had a Ben 10 watch that
Nice.
my mom got me, and that was exciting. It was like she knew everything I wanted. And I've had many birthday presents to where I didn't expect getting what it was. I thought it in my head. I went into stores and I looked at this item. And later, when I asked her, how did you know to get me that? She just said she was paying attention. So that Ben 10 watch, I thought it was magical. I'm like, yo, how she know I wanted that thing? Ben 10, and oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. Obviously, I didn't turn into anything, but that watch was just everything because kids' imagination at the time, I believed that I was doing so much, and
Mhm.
that's one of the things I can remember. So I say that's a favorite for me.
Sounds like my mother. Well, Chemlahyah, thank you very much for joining today's interview and wish you the best with your acting.
Thank you, sir, and you as well. You interviewing legend. Keep flowing.
Thank you.